Okay, we're going to go ahead and start in the next section. This is graphs and charts on page 337. It's lesson 20. All right, that's unit, chapter 20, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes in real life, we need to arrange information or data in an organized manner. Charts and graphs help to do this. You may even think about charts and graphs as a way to not only organize numbers and data, but also a way to picture it because they help us see the information clearly. And here's some various types of graphs. This is a table. As you can see, it lines up the information, making it extremely readable and easy to understand. Number of students, and then the class that they're taking. 9 in math, 12 in foreign language, 10 in art, 19 in science. Okay, that's just a table. Easy peasy. Okay, now look in the middle. Could also arrange the information from that table like this. This is a bar graph. Okay, up the side are numbers. They've done them by fives. Across the bottom are the classes, and they just drew a bar up to, whatever the number was from the chart. Or you could arrange it in a line graph like the one on the bottom. Notice they went up the side in fives across the way, and they just put dots wherever the numbers were supposed to be, and then drew lines. That's a line graph. All right, next page. All right, types of charts and graphs. As you can see on the previous page, each graph is making it easier to compare the number of students in all the classes. Which graph do you think makes the information easier to compare? Personally, I prefer tables, the first one. It's easier for me to look at it that way. All right, so we're going to use this chart right here on this page to answer the questions. Notice there's a title at the top of that chart, Average Temperature of Minnesota. You'll never see a chart or graph that does not have a title. If you do, then it's wrong. Every chart or graph must have one. Now, the reason the example one did not is because it was just an example. This one is also an example, but nonetheless. Okay, look at up in the top right corner of that chart. There's a little key. Highs are reds, lows are blues. Okay, notice the temperature goes up the sides and it goes up by tens. Notice the months go across the bottom. Okay, so number 2, this is down below the chart. What is the coldest month in the year in Minnesota? Now I'm going to give you a second to look at the chart and say the answer before I say it. Should have said January. All right. Next one says, what's the hottest month of the year? I'll give you a second. Find the answer and say it out loud. Make sure you get it right. In July. Number 4, how many months of the year have an average temperature between 40 and 90? All right, so look at 40 up on the chart, find 90, and we're looking at an average temperature, okay? And these are all average between those, okay? So between 40 and 90, all right? That's going to be so March, April, May, June, and July. 5 months. Those come between 40 and 90 for their averages. So the title of this graph is Average Temperature of Minnesota. What number pattern is used in this graph? Tens. That's the number pattern that they used. All right. Now, number 7 starts the mixed review. It's number 7 and all of the next page. All right, 7 through 20. I desperately need a grade to see what you can do by yourself. I don't care if it takes you 1,500 days. I want you to do number 7 through number 20 by yourself. Don't ask me for any help on any of this because it says mixed review. This is all stuff that you should know. If you get stuck, go back in your book and look. If you can't find it, figure it out. Stop, figure it out. Just work the problem. I have gone over these with you so many times, I think it makes my head spin. So I'm not going to help you on these, okay? I want you to do this whole thing, and I want you to check it. And I will remind you of something on number 17. You're dividing with decimals. Now, we haven't done that as much. You have done it. But I want you to remember what you do. Let me put it up here. Because there's a special thing that you do when you divide decimals. Now what you do is you start with this number out here. If the number outside the box has a decimal, move it until it's a whole number. So that means we just have to move it one time. So now instead of 6/10, we have just 6 whole numbers, or 6 whole. Okay, but whatever happens out here, you got to do the same in here. So if you move it once to the right here, then we got to move it once to the right here. And then you bring it up right there. So now it's 423 divided by 6. And now you just divide like normal. But that's how you do it. Move it out here and then move it the same in here. Bring it up and then you just divide like there's not even a decimal. Just divide like normal. Okay? All right. Number 20 at the bottom. You need to add 0.00 at the 22. So it should be 22.00 because you're subtracting, so your points have to be, your decimals have to be lined up, and they didn't put it there, and they did that to confuse you. Put your decimal 00. So the 2 zeros should be over the 8 and the 9, so you'll have to rename and all that. Number 11, or 10 and 11. Okay, 5% of 400. Of means times. So you're going to multiply 5% times 400. But remember, you got to make 5% into a decimal by moving it 2 places to the left. And then what is 20% of 500? Same thing, 20% times 500. Just change that percent to a decimal. Make sure you do it right. Okay, if you don't remember, look back in your book. Look back in your book. On number 12, you're adding fractions. They've got to have common denominators. Don't let that whole number scare you or confuse you. Just keep it the same. You're just changing the denominators, okay? All right. I want you to do this whole thing yourself, okay? And the grade that you get on it is the grade that you get. If you leave something blank, it's wrong. It's wrong, okay? You got to get this. All right, that's all.